Welcome to the Digital Marketing Tips and Tricks Podcast, brought to you by Siva Solutions, where we love to bring and show our listeners real and proven results.
Welcome everybody to our second episode of Digital Marketing Tips and Tricks Podcast. And today we're going to be discussing the different types of online marketing that are out there. And I do want to give you a different perspective of what's already out there, and basically a different point of view as well, and add a couple different forms of online marketing that maybe other online marketers aren't going into as much and aren't highlighting it as much. So we got about 13, maybe 14 different forms of online marketing that we're going to go over here. And the first one that I want to get into is social media marketing. Some people know it as SMM as well. And that includes, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat. There's others as well out there, but those are some of the primary ones. And for this video, to keep it not so long, we're going to just do a quick overview of all these different online marketing, of the different forms of online marketing that are out there. So in other podcasts, other videos that we'll do, we're going to go much more in depth into these forms of online marketing. Okay. But for the most part, you do have social media out there. Everybody usually knows about it. Started with maybe MySpace and maybe a couple others before that as well. But Facebook really brought it to the forefront of what we know social media marketing as today. Most people, I won't go into too much into it. It's simply they're all a little different. Unless it's like Facebook sort of combined all of them into one. So in another video, like I said, I'll go in more in depth into it. But social media is the first one. Then we have what people know. Some people call it, SEM or search engine marketing or PPC. I'm combining, all three of these into one because it's pretty much the exact same thing. Or some people know it as Google AdWords as well. That's basically where you go to, Google, and even Bing has it as well. But if you go type up, something that you're looking for online on Google, you'll usually see at the top, 2 or 3 different websites or businesses. And next to it, it'll have like an ad sign, AD. That's usually Google AdWords. They're starting to put it toward the bottom as well. So you'll see ads towards the bottom underneath the organic listing, which is SEO, which we'll get into that a little bit next. But basically what that is, what Google AdWords is you're basically paying money to Google or Bing or whatever platform you're paying to be on. You're basically paying them to get that high position. And usually you're bidding for it. So if one of your competitors is, paying $14, then you can go ahead and pay, $15 and get that first position. And you're basically doing that back and forth, to get that higher position. It can be expensive on the industry that you're going in or that you're in, depending on what industry you're in. It can get pricey. So, like I said, in another video, I'll go into more depth on how to structure a Google AdWords campaign. But for now, that's basically our second form of online marketing. Our third one is SEO, search engine optimization. A lot of people have known about it for quite some time now. It's not as easy as it used to be. If anything, it's getting harder and harder. And in my opinion, it may be obsolete here in the near future. Definitely Google wants everybody to pay them. So I know Google behind the scenes, they are making it harder for the organic listings. And in my perspective, eventually they want people to pay for all ads on Google. Okay, that might demolish the little man, um, but um, but in my opinion, I don't think Google really cares. They're pretty wealthy. They're pretty well off. So, and SEO doesn't just mean Google. There's Bing, there's Yahoo, there's several others as well. Ask.com is another directory as well. And you have DuckDuckGo. They've been getting a lot of steam, and a lot of people have been getting behind them simply because of Google, what they've been doing lately. Last couple of years, some people said, hey, Google's censoring a lot, taking a lot of things off, and they're not letting everything out there like they used to. Not only that, but Google pretty much tracks everything that you do, either through your mobile device or your computer. It's pretty much tracking you wherever you go. Okay, so people that want a little bit more privacy are using, DuckDuckGo. It's a whole nother search engine. And that's gotten a lot of steam, and people are really backing it up. And in my opinion, if Google keeps going the way they're going, and for the most part the American people don't like it, it can take it over. In my opinion, that might be many years to come. But I do believe that we can have other forms of search engines out there besides Google. Okay. The fourth one is blogging, and I'll sort of put press releases with this one as well, sort of go hand in hand. But blogging is basically creating articles, posting them, on a website. But that's all it is just different articles. You can share those articles throughout different social media platforms, along with having people leave comments down below as well. It can be very effective, and at one point it was one of the most effective ways. So all of these forums have had their highs and their lows, and depending on your business is which one of these do you want to start implementing first. We can save that topic for another time, but blogging can definitely be effective. Okay, the next one is, some people might say, well, this isn't really a form of online marketing, but I tend to differ. I believe it is. It's reputation management, and the reason I say that is because it has to do with reviews. If someone's type up your business, then what's out there about you? Is it good or is it bad? So that's your reputation management, and it's mostly reviews. And there's websites out there that have pretty much all they're designed for is to leave reviews, like Yelp. Yelp is one of the biggest ones known, and they're the most common and the most well known for reviews. So that's all about your reputation, what's out there about you. And this can be very powerful for your business, or it can be not so good for your business, depending on what's out there. So if you don't take control of your reputation management, people are going to do it for you, and you might not like the result of that. So I'll put it for the fifth one, because like I said, it can be powerful or it can really hurt you. The next one is email marketing. A lot of people forget about email marketing. They're so focused on all these other different forms of marketing, and they feel they have to be on all these big platforms, which partially is true. But they totally forget about creating their own email list. And eventually, if you have an email list of over 1 million people, well, that's your own audience. Now you can send them specials or what's coming up, or you can keep them engaged. You can basically keep them updated with what you're doing as well. And honestly, this can be a whole nother stream of revenue for you if you implement it the right way. Okay. The next one is affiliate marketing. So affiliate marketing is basically, you're basically selling another company's products, and then they're basically giving you a commission out of that. Okay. Again, I've seen this do very well, and I've seen people not do so well with it. It just depends on the approach, how people go about it. And it's a good way for a company, if you have things for trying to create a big sales team, it can be a great way to create that sales team. Okay, so affiliate marketing, I definitely put it in there as well as number 7. For number 8, I want to go into video marketing, because there's certain landing pages out there nowadays, and people nowadays, like I said in my other podcasts, I mentioned people don't really like to read a lot, and they don't have time to go through all this mumbo jumbo stuff. A good short video suite, getting to the point with some excitement, and a good quality video can get that person to take that next step. So if you have a landing page with all it is basically just a video at the top and maybe a button down below that's taking them to like a shopping cart, or taking them to get more information from them, something along those lines, is video marketing. Okay. So for number 9, influencer marketing. So hiring people that have a great following to basically promote your product or your services, or to talk good about you or mention you in one of their posts. There's a lot of people out there with really big followings, and people listen to them. People like what they post, and they're credible. And so if you can get influencers for your business, that can be very powerful as well. Okay. Number 12 or number 10, number 10, I believe we're at number 10, is instant messaging. Facebook is one of the bigger ones that have really mastered this, in my opinion, with instant messenger. And there's people that have, simply sent out messages to people and gotten great responses, or people inquired, and then they use instant messenger to create an appointment for their business, to go inside the office, or to do a consult. So I definitely put that in there as well. Also to put this one with mobile marketing, with texting. If you have access and you have their permission to send text messages to them, that can be a great way to keep people up to date with what you're doing as well. For reminders, appointment reminders, new specials, different things that are coming out. And a lot of the big Fortune 500 companies have been doing this for quite some time. So that can definitely be another great form of marketing. And the next one that I'll point out, and what I believe is really going to change the whole perspective of online marketing, is voice optimization. Okay, for quite some time now, we've had Siri, the Google Assistant, Cortana, Amazon Echo, the Alexa, and people are using these devices to find stuff online. So Google's pretty much created what they call I believe it's called the Google Assistant directory, and all businesses can go there and pretty much start claiming their business. That's part of it. There's a lot more behind it. It's a lot more complex, in my opinion, than SEO as well, but it's very similar to SEO as well, just a little different perspective. In the next video the next podcast or video that I do, we'll definitely pretty much do a whole podcast about voice optimization. Okay, this is going to be one that we're really going to try to hit hard this coming new year, this year for us, and but also our clients as well. So because we do believe that voice optimization in the next 10, 15, 20 years can literally take it can take over SEO, and maybe SEO one day won't be as needed. It might turn into what we're knowing it as voice optimization. Who knows? We'll just have to see. But people that get in it now are going to be the ones thriving when everybody's trying to jump into it. So if you have not looked into voice optimization, I highly recommend looking into it, or reach out and contact us about it, and we'd be more than happy to go over that with you as well. But for now, I left you with maybe about 12, 13 points, different tips here, different forms of online marketing. Again, we'll go over each and one of these individually with a lot more details inside, but I wanted to try to keep this short and sweet. I have a tendency to keep rambling on. So till next time, take care. Hope this definitely gives you an idea of the different forms of online marketing and which ones you want to start thinking about. All right, take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining us for this episode. Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the show, and visit civasolutions.com to listen and watch more resources about today's topic.